You mentioned this isn't the first time you've had this conversation or this sort of message. How do you get it to change? How do the leaders-
It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to change. You know, there's every team, other than probably 2 or 3 teams, go through this stuff, and sometimes you get away with it. We're not getting away with it this year, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you don't get away with it, and when we're one team that's not getting away with it, so we make a mistake. It's an odd man rush. It's usually in our net, and we have to do a better job of, like I said, the details of managing the game in the proper manner have to be done. And I really believe, in some ways, it's a competitive area where we just have to compete harder to make sure that the other team doesn't get transition easily. And if you don't allow the opposition transition easily, you have a really good chance of winning the hockey game. And what we gave up yesterday was easy transition. We did the same thing in Calgary. You know, we played a very good hockey game in Calgary, but heck, we gave them 3 breakaways. 3 breakaways, 3 goals in the net, game over. You know, we get 3 or 4 yesterday. We don't score, but still, it's a game. Ice hockey is a game of what you give up, not what you get. And we're giving up quality chances with time to make plays.
Is discussing this still enough, or are we going to maybe be seeing changes in minutes on the ice? Or?
Well, I think if it was one person, it's a pretty easy answer, but it's a collective. It's a collective mindset from within your group that we're hoping over time here changes. And it's a mindset that has to be incorporated into your team on an everyday basis. This is not an easy way to play. Winning hockey is not easy. Winning hockey long term is difficult, but the teams that do it are very successful. And that's what we have to get into. If we want to be a successful franchise long term, we have to buy into this program on a daily basis. It has to be embraced. It can't be a burden. And so we're moving along in that direction. And sometimes you have to really hit the wall hard like we did yesterday. I think all of us expected to win that hockey game by playing the same way. And we did a lot of things the same way we did in Edmonton, but we did not give up the quality chances that we did. And we didn't give up many, but the few we did went in the net.
Were you satisfied with the conversation that you had with the leaders, what they were saying?
It's not the conversation I have, it's the conversation they have. So those are the critical conversations. The coach is coaching, and it's what's embraced after the conversation. So the proof will be in the game tomorrow. How we play tomorrow will answer how much information is being absorbed. But you can have all these conversations, but then it's the conversation after the conversation. Because we don't live in the locker room, we're not in the locker room all the time. The buy-in has to take place throughout the lineup. And I think we reach a critical stage. Every team does. I think we're in that stage now. And it'll be really interesting in the next week or 10 days whether the buy-in is being absorbed. But it has to be that way if you expect to win in the league right now.